Yeah, I think that now is when it's starting the second half of the league. In that moment, the next games, we will put us in the place that we need to be in the end. The 4 or 5 games that now are coming are the most important in the year, because now is the league is very equal, and these next games, if we can get a lot of points, will make that we be in the top 6. That is, in the end, is the objective of the club and the objective of everybody.
Are you tempted to go with the same team you played last week? You've got a few more people available this week, but so it was such a good result last week.
Yeah, the result was very good. We need to see week by week. Of course, that the boys that play did very well, but in the end, we need every game is different. We need to see about the team that we are playing, what is the best for us. We have Balls that is injury. After the game, he had a problem and he cannot play. And after are coming also, we can use Malik, we can use Jite, we can use Cello. And with this, we will do the best that we think that in the end. Last week we used young players, and if we can play with some senior players, and some of the young players are playing today with the youth, and in the end, this is the important, that everybody have minutes and everybody play.
Josep, in Brisbane you played Michael Zullo far more up front, which seemed to be a suitable position for you. He seemed to be a different player, more productive, and it certainly gave you the result. Is that likely to happen again?
Yeah, this can happen again, of course. In the end, we put Zulo there because we lose our wingers. That normally we are playing with Cirio and with Fabio. Both are out. This game also, both cannot not play. And Zulo did a good game in that position. And when one player is doing well, we need to keep.
So Karuska and Bruce, they'll be back in starting? Or?
Yeah, Karuska, Bruce and Malik, they can play, and we need to think very well, but they have numbers for to go in.
Could they play the whole game? Are they fit to play a whole game? Could they play a whole game?
I think yes. I think that they can play Malik, sure, because he was for suspension, and Cello, after these 3 weeks that he was out, I think that he's in a good condition, and Jite, his feeling is good. Today we need to decide exactly what we do. But the feeling is good. I think that if they play starting, they can play all the game.
What about Griffiths? Is he fit to play a whole game, or is he just more an impact player?
No, we will use him like a replacement. He arrived here with 5 weeks training. Normally the pre-season is 9 weeks, 8-9 weeks. Now we are in his 6 weeks, and I think that he helped a lot to us the last 30 minutes that he played. And I think that for us it's better that a player with his quality play these 30-40 minutes that can help a lot, that start, and after that he started, we lose one change. And what we are doing is with him is to try to put in a good performance, but we cannot run more than the time is now is in his 6 weeks. There are 3 more weeks for he be fit and 100% for to play 90 minutes.
Have you decided your starting 11 for tomorrow yet?
90%. 90%. We have the idea now. We made a meeting with the players. We are speaking and decide. The last is the feeling that some of them have about these players that are coming back. If they are okay, we have 100% what we need to do tomorrow.
So you've gone 5 games now without a loss. What's been the difference in that period to the start of the season?
I think that we make less mistakes. I think that in the beginning we are playing good football. This week I saw the game that we play in Sydney against Western Sydney, and really we play a very good football. It was very good. For me, one of the best. For me, the best game that we played this year is against Brisbane here at home, and we lose. And the second best game is the game that we play in Sydney against Western Sydney. We had the ball. We make a lot of passes behind his back. We create a lot of actions, but in the end, one mistake. That day we are unlucky because the referee, one handball that they cut, don't say. In the end, these small things, we make some mistakes that always, in the end of the game, we are losing points. Now maybe we are controlling better these things. We are making less mistakes. The players also, when you get less mistakes and you make less mistakes, you win more games. The confidence is up, and this is doing that the team is winning more points. And in the end, it's the normal process that we want new team that is making a new project need this time to adjust these things. It's like a young player that is playing need 8-10 games to be ready to play, and he can do mistakes these 8-10 games until he will be ready to play in the first 11. No? And it's a process, and we pass this process, and now what we need to try is to keep this good performance that we have in this moment until the end. I am speaking the performance, not winning or losing, because you can win or lose any single game, but this good performance that we have, we need to keep this until the end, and if we keep this, I think that we have chance to be in the top 6.
Josep, you re-signed Awa Mabil, very, very special player. It was a great story. So it must be great to have him at the club for the next 2 years, and you must have a very high opinion of him.
Yeah, I think that Awa is a player that can be an important Australian player. He is a player that has something natural that you need to have or don't have. It's something that you cannot teach. Is this that he's very fast? He has this 1-against-1. He's a player that is not afraid. He do these things. And he's playing with A-League teams. He's very young, he's just 18, but 18 with his knowledge that he started to play football so late, I think that if he is training, he is concentrating his job, and he do the right things, in 2-3 years Iowa can be one of the best players in A-League. For this reason, when we saw his projection, we want to renew his contract, because we feel that for us he can be very important in the future. He's a player that we appreciate a lot, because he has a special history. He comes from his country and arrived here, and now he's a South Australian boy. And for us, what we want to do with him is to help in the best that we can in his development, because we cannot forget that he's a kid, he's very young, and teach him and every single day. And this year he's playing a lot, but it's part of his process of learning. He's learning. It's not a player that he can do mistakes, and we need to protect him in the moment that we need to protect, and we need to give the chance to play them in the moment that he can play. And I think that if we do this, and he do his job and he's concentrating his job, in 2-3 years time we can have one of the best wingers in the league.
Could you see him maybe playing in Spain or somewhere in European leagues one day? It's more suited to his skillful.
I think that he can have chance, because if you see his progression is very good. We need to go step by step, and we need to go careful with him, because if he thinks this, maybe he don't do the proper job. Now he's here, he need to grow here, he need to first to go to Europe and to play in Europe, because one thing is to go and the other is to play. To go and to play, he need first to be successful here. Now in this moment he's one more player than there are in the league, but he's very young. If he work well, can be one day one of the important players in the league, and in very young age, because he's 18. Imagine 2-3 years he can be 21, and in that moment, if he make his job properly, can have chance, of course.
And is he one of the most dedicated players you've ever seen at his age? Very, very determined, very hard-working.
Yeah, of course. We need to teach him a lot. We need to stay with him, and also we cannot forget that he's a boy, and also we need to take care about his studies, his life, because in the end this is football, but you never know in the life one injury or something. And what we want is have a special treatment to him, but thinking, not just that he can feel that he's a very good football player, and after forget the other things in the life that are important, because in his age the important also is the studies and all the things. We are satisfied with him. He's a good boy, and but we need to go careful. We cannot bring to him the responsibility to carry the team, or we cannot bring to him the responsibility that he in one day need to be a player that go to Europe or something. Just step by step, day by day, working. We are teaching him. He's a lovely boy, a friendly teammate. Everybody appreciates him, and we need to help everybody to him, but step by step and careful.
So have you changed your mentality towards it? You've talked earlier a lot about the project, and it might take a couple of seasons to get where you're trying to go. These last 5 weeks made you think you could get there a bit quicker?
One thing is the results, that this can come. And the other thing is the project. The project, for me, we see one more step far away. What is this? Is that we play this style. This style is not Spanish style or Barca style or tiki-taka style. This style is our style. Our style is Adelaide United style. What I mean, we want to keep the ball. We want to have the possession. We want to create action. We want to play attacking football. But in any moment we say that we will play like Barcelona. This is very difficult. Our style can be this possession, but when we have chance, play faster to the winger. This is all. We create our style. And in the end, our project is go more far away. More far away is develop the players. Is that in 2-3 years time, most of the players that play in Adelaide United come from South Australia. That we create our players. That one day you can play with in the first team can be 18 players from South Australia, and you play good football and you are competitive and you have chance for to win the league or you have chance for to be in the top 6. This is our step, our philosophy. You can get results, but if you don't have nothing behind, these results can stay 1 year because you have good players. But after this finish, what we want to do is something solid that remain years by years, and this style stay here, and you work with the youth teams. Now we are starting on Monday a course for the coaches in South Australia that we want to show to everybody what we are doing. We want to that the coaches that are coaching kids knowing exactly what they need to do with the kids to help everybody, because in the end these players that are playing in the clubs, these young players, one day can be the players in Adelaide United, and what we want is to try to help everybody in this. It's a project not just in the results. Of course the results is what you need to see, but it's more open in long term. This is what I believe is when I come from Barcelona, and this is what we do in Barcelona. The results are coming, but Barcelona for a long time before won one league every 7 years or 8 years. But they work, create players, and now they are winning every year. But this is, you need to work in the beginning for after come the results. If come the results faster, better.
One more, boys, if you got one, because training a bit started.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.